In the previous class, we discussed about R, that what is R and how we will use R program and what are the advantages of using R programming, and then we discuss about how to install R in R Studio on a Windows operating system, and we also discuss about the difference between R and R Studio. So in today's class, we will be focused on the basics of R, that we will start from very basics and we will discuss the terminologies using in R program in R language. So first of all, there is one thing that you will always whenever you are doing any program, so there is one thing which is called syntax. This syntax, what is syntax? Syntax, if we see syntax in English, so it is the arrangement of words and phrases in a specific order. For example, if we take English language as example, so in English there will be subject, there will be helping verb, there will be object, like this. So there is a specific way, a specific manner in which you can make a sentence. So it is called syntax in English. But when we come to the computer programming, when we come to the Python, when we come to the Java, when we come to the C++, then the syntax mean another thing. In computer programming, syntax mean rules that control the structure of the symbol, punctuation and words of programming language. Because there are different programming languages. For example, Java, C++, Python and R. So everyone has their own rule. So by following that rules, we can use that specific program or we can use that specific software. So this is the syntax. Okay, so now we will discuss about what is the syntax of R programming, R program. So in R program, it is you remember this, that R program, it is made up three things. The first one is, you can say that, variable. Okay. The second thing, sorry, this is actually I am doing like in R inside R. It is not like I am using it like a whiteboard. So the first thing is variable. The second thing, it is comment. Okay. And third one, you can say keywords. These three things make our programs. Whenever you are writing a codes, there will be variable, there will be comments, there will be some keywords. Now what is variable? Variable, you can say that in R programming or in Python programming, you can say variable will store your data. Okay, it will store your data. It is also called container. Okay, you can use variable to store a data. Okay, we will do practice so you will understand that how variables store a data. Okay, then what is it is like, you can say that variable are container that store data. Okay, now if we go to comment, what is comment in our programming language? So comments are used to improve your coding. Comment, it will help you to understand your code. It will help somebody else to understand your code, because whenever we are writing codes, so then if you send that code to another person and if you upload your code to online repository, then the other person how they will understand your code. So then there is a comment section in that code, so then you can understand from that comment section that the following comment is for what purpose. Okay, so these two things, variable which store data, comments are something which can be used to improve your coding. The third one are keywords. Now the keyword we can explain like there are some reserved words that held a specific position. For example, I will in your code. Keywords, there are some specific keywords. If you use that specific keywords in R, so it will give a specific meaning in the R. Okay, so these three things, if you are making any code, complicated code, complex, simple one, so these three things will be there. Okay, now we will discuss this one by one, that what is variable and how can we use this variable for data analysis and how it will help us. Okay, for example, if we want to write something in R here and we want to assign, for example, if we want to assign a name to this R, those things, those data, so this is called like variable assignment. And how can we do this? There are three ways. For example, I will show you A, I will write A, then I will make this sign, and then I will put this sign, okay, and then I will write here hello world. Okay, this is, for example, my code. Okay, so now this hello world, this is the data, this is the code, and I assign this A as a variable to this. So this all data, this hello world data, it is stored in A. Okay, if I click A and then run, so it will give me, like, now I just only check, I just only write A, so the R programming, it know that what is inside A, so it will show you here that hello world, this is inside this container. Okay, so it will, where it will help you, it will help you in that place where you have a lot of data, where you have a lengthy code, and you can save that lengthy code into one specific container, one specific word. Okay, and inshallah you will learn that how you can just assign a huge data to a simple variable later. So there are three ways to assign a data. The first one is this one. When you make this symbol, it will assign your data, your code to a specific variable. The second one is A, and then we can also use like is equal to. This one also we can use. Yes, this one also we can use is a variable assignment. Okay, so this one also will help you, but mostly in R we just using this sign, and the third one you can do like this, and then you can, this is our second R learning class. So you can do by this as well. Okay, if I run this code, so it will show you this one. Now all these name are same name. Okay, these all name are same name. you can assign A, B, C, anything. Okay. So now, but in R mostly you there is no need to use these two, because if you use is equal to, it will give, if there is a mathematical equation and other things, so then it will give you maybe some error. So this is the best thing. This is mostly people using whenever they are writing scripts, whenever they are doing some analysis. So this is using less than sign and then this dash to assign some specific data to a variable. Okay. Now, for example, if this is container A and this is B, now you will, because you are, if you are just the beginner for R, you will be confused that why I am using this type of thing. But whenever you are visualizing data, whenever you are doing some statistical analysis on data, so then you will definitely know that why these are important. Okay. So for example, I will assign another one B, and then again I will write here that this is our second class. Okay. Now the first one I will run, it will it will show like this. The second one I will run and I will check, so it will show like this. Now I want to, there are two ways. In the last class we discussed that you can write print. Now you want to print one, what? Print, I want to print A. It means I want to show A what is inside A container, what is inside A variable. So print means to show something. So I want to print A, so it will show hello world here. Okay. If I want to print B, it will show, this is your second class. I want to print A plus B. Now we will see what it shows. So now it is non-numeric argument to binary operator. Now it will show error. Okay. So now in the next slides and next we will discuss that why it show error and how we can remove this error. Okay. But here you just focus one thing, that this is variable, we store this data in this variable. Okay. And this is also variable, we store this data in this variable. Okay. This data can be your graphical data, this data can be your Excel sheet as well. Okay. Now the variable we already discussed, this is variable, that variable are container that store data. Now comments. Okay. Now we will discuss this comments. So comments, we can say that comments are a way to improve your code readability and are only meant for user to interpret, because the comments are only for user. The comment are only for those people who are who can see your code, who can read your code. The interpreter, the R program, it will do nothing with comments because it will ignore the comments. Okay. Comment section, the R program, it will ignore the comments. Only the person who can read your code, he will only read those comments and he will use that comments to understand the code. Okay. For example, if I write something that today we will use variable and comments. Okay. So now this sentence I wrote this sentence. If I run it, okay, so now you can see error here, like unexpected symbol. And today we are programming, they don't know that how, like what is this. Okay, what should I do with this. Okay, so for example, now if I write here that a, yeah, for example m, we will change it, and then we can say that you can say 20 minus 10, and then I run it, and then I press m. Okay, so it will give you answer 10. Okay, so now if I just select this and I run the code, so it again show that it is unexpected, like, so how I will make it comment. So the comment is for the purpose to show something in a specific code, to show someone that what is in what this code show to you. Okay, it is, this code is for the line graph, this code is for ANOVA, this code is for color changing. So you will write these thing in comments, because after some time maybe you forget about the code, so then it will help you to remember that what is this section show, what like it about the colors, it about the size or something. So how I will make this? So you will come here, in the start of the sentence you will put this sign, shift this sign, shift 3. So you will, it will when you put this sign, now the R program, it will know that it is comment. Now the R interpreter know that I don't have nothing to do with this. Okay, R program now, they know it will know that this comment is only for reader, okay, to understand the code. So if now I just click this and run the code, so it will give me answer, and this sentence is ignore. So because in R programming in Python you have a lengthy codes. Okay, so then you will forget about some data and some section. So this comment, it will help you, to make the code easy for you and also for the other people. Okay, so this is the comment section. Okay, and we can use this comment for the only for sentence. For example, if we have this code and I just I want to run all this code, okay, like the whole code. So if I run this, so you can see here it run. The first one is hello world, the second one, this is our second class, the third one, it answer me 10. But now I want to comment this section, that I don't need this b container, I don't need this b variable. So I will put comment here, and I will put comment here as well. Okay, so now this comment section and this R interpreter, it will ignore these two sentences. Okay, so now you can see I will select this, and if I run this, so you can see here that the R, they just for ignore this section. Okay, if I want to ignore this one, I want to ignore this one. Okay, and I want to ignore all these, that I don't need this data. Okay, and I run it. Okay, so it will give you only this answer. Okay, the other answer, like it is like they commented. Okay, so the your R, if you are running a lengthy code in your R and you need only some specific portion of your R code, so then you comment the remaining, and it will, the R interpreter will ignore that section. Okay, so this is the first one we discuss about variable, the second one comment, and the third one is keywords. Okay, I will remove this. Now keywords, we can say that keywords are the words reserved by a program because they have special meaning. So a keywords cannot be used as a variable name, function name, etc. For example, like as I mentioned before, that we can use this, we can use a as a variable. Okay, For example, 50 minus 30 minus 5, we use this as a variable. Okay, so it will give you 15. So now what is keywords? Keywords, there are some specific names, some specific orders. In keywords we have else, we have while, we have repeat, we have for, we have function. Like there are many, there are almost 16 or 17 and more than this. These we cannot use as a variable, because why? Because they have some specific meaning in R, so you cannot use without that meaning. For example, this plus sign, if we take plus sign, so plus sign is a plus sign, we cannot use it for other things. Okay, minus sign is a minus sign, we cannot use it for another thing. And the one important keywords is, you can say that false and true. So you cannot use true and false, because I cannot, for example, if I write here true and then I write like this 50, and I want to make the true is a variable, so it will give error and true, invalid. Okay, because you cannot make true a variable, you will only use true in some cases. You will understand that where we can use true or false. Okay, because if you have a code and you want to ignore something, so then you can write in front of that thing false, so the R interpreter will ignore that code. Okay, so this is the three things: variable, comments and keywords. Okay, so I hope, like, because as a beginner it is difficult to understand, but when you start coding, when you start learning, so then you will know, you will know that where I should use this and what does it mean. Okay, so there are almost 16 or almost more than 20 keywords, because it depends on your field. In statistics there are some other keywords, in mathematics there are some other keywords, in biology there are some other keywords like this. Okay, like for example, if there is one keyword in infinity, it mean infinity. Okay, it mean infinity. For example, if this one NA, if you have Excel sheet and there is a column and there is nothing, that is called NA. Okay, nothing is there, so then you can ignore that one. So I will not discuss more here, because then you will get confused. Okay, now we will go again to the comments. For example, if there is one word, that hello world, and this is I want to assign one variable to this, that instead of this sentence I just only write one thing. So you will click here B, for example B, then this sign and this, so you will assign this to a variable, and then you write only B. Okay, so it will give you the data. Now I want to comment here, so first you will press shift and then 3 here, and then you can say this is the test sentence for comment. Okay, so now this comment will help me that what is this. Okay, so whenever you are writing a script, it will help you, the comment section, that to the reader, it will help the reader about your script. Okay, now one more thing I will write here. For example, this is our second class. Okay, another sentence, class. Okay, so maybe we will take today class for 40 minutes because I think the Zoom it will not work more than 40, I think. So for example, these two sentences, so if I click here, so it will give me this and it will show you this. Okay, but now I want to ignore this sentence. Okay, I want to ignore, so I will put here. Okay, so it will not, like, it will not give you the answer because the answer will be here. You can say here this one. Okay, and this is they already know that that this is a comment section. Now multiple comments, if there are multiple comments, so multiple comments, as I already discussed before, this one you can ignore this one. Okay, so when you click here, so you can see that the B only it will give you the result, and the other it will show in a comment section. Okay, sorry. Okay, now creating variable, I also discuss about the variable. We will create more variable. For example, I will create a name variable, and I will put some a name here. For example, I will put Ahmed name here in this variable. Then I will enter. I will put another variable age. Okay, and then I will say age 30. Okay, then I will put another variable class. Okay, and then I will put here third. Okay, then I will put another variable here. For example, if these I put this variable here and now I want to check it, so now the object Ahmed name is not found. Okay, you can see here why it show like this. Okay, why it show like, because whenever you are writing some sentence or alphabets, so you have to make it, to write it in double quotes. Okay, we will try again. Okay, okay, now you can see here that name, age and class, it is okay. Okay, but like here say unexpected symbol in the class. Why? Because the class is also in that section where you can say the class is also a keyword. Okay, class, so class is also keyword. How we will know about keywords? Because if I write class, so the R will automatically, it will show me that there the class is you can say keyword. So we cannot use it for a variable. For example, if I add one S here and then I try, so then again you can see here nothing. Now you can see here I will put this here, now it will work. Okay, so whenever there is, you will write a sentence, whenever you will write a names of some specific things, and there are some specific type of data, so we will discuss in the next class that specific data have specific rules in R. So then you can write that in that specific manner. Now the grade, we will check grade, so A is not found again. Okay, we will put like this, and now I will show you. Now it is okay. Okay, so now we will see that print name. I want to know about what is inside name, so it will give me that Ahmed is inside the name. Okay, and if you want like a combine, like we will write a complicated sentence as well. For example, if I write a sentence that for For is a uh, you can say that keyword for, and then I write x and then n, okay, and then I write 1 and then this symbol and then 15, okay, and the again I will write here, again I will start the bracket and then I will write print and then print x, okay. So this bracket will be like this. I will show you one thing because that how we can use it. Now it will again show you error that it is not, it will not work in the same way, okay. So here this, you will put this here, that the bracket start, the bracket end, and then I want to print this section like, it mean that for x is a digit, x is a thing, I want this x from 1 to 15. I want the R interpreter show me that what is there from 1 to 15. So then I put here that print x, give me x, okay, show me x. So when I click this, so it will give me that 1 2 3 4 5 until 15, okay. So we can use like for and in like in such way, but this sentence is for you, is like, I will say that it is complicated for you, so I think you can just ignore this for now. We will again, when you do some practice, then you will understand this, what is this sentence and how we can use this sentence, okay. Okay, now variable. So these are different variable, and these are, for example, you can explain, you can get the result of every variable by using this print option, okay. Print name, print class, and then again print grade, okay. So when we print this, so it will give us the result that print name is Ahmad and class is primitive class, and then it is like function. Why they show the class is like this? Because the problem is that as I mentioned before, that the class is a keyword, so it will not give you that specific answer. If we remove this with something rank, maybe rank is not there, okay. This is, now we will see this rank, yes, now it will give you rank. So there are some specific word, when you put that word, because in our common English we use that word in some specific way, like in our daily life we are using that word like class, but whenever you enter to the R programming, so then there are some specific limitation, we cannot that use in mathematical equation and other R programming, okay. So if you want to use that word, then there are some rules. So today you just practice that what is variable, okay, what is comments, and what is keywords.